Hello, T-Rexes. This is guided reading for T-Rexes for Wednesday, March 10th, 2021. Today is our day 3 for our book. You will need your book, your pencil, and your writing journal for today's assignment. Please pause the video and gather your supplies, and then press play when you're ready to begin. Very good. Welcome back. Our comprehension focus for Quack, the brave duck, was analyzing character traits. We were thinking about how Quack was feeling and how he was acting in the book. In our writing journal today, we're going to be writing about how Quack felt and how his feelings changed in this story. We're going to write 3 sentences. We're going to write a sentence about how his feelings were at the beginning, how his feelings were in the middle, and how he was feeling at the end. Let's get ready. Open up your journals to your next free page. And be sure you have your book handy for reference. In the beginning of the book, can you tell me how Quack felt? I'm listening. I agree. Remember, we wrote yesterday, he was unafraid. So let's use a transitional phrase to begin this sentence. In the beginning. Let's start with that. In the beginning, Quack, capital Q, U, it says name. In the beginning, Quack was, what could we say? Could we say brave and unafraid? Let's write that. Was brave and unafraid with a period. Be sure, boys and girls, that you have a capital I at the beginning of your sentence, capital Q for Quack, it's his name, and a period at the end. All right, if you're done with that sentence, let's move on to our second sentence. We're going to write a sentence about how Quack was feeling in the middle of the story. Remember back here on page 6 and 7, Quack's sister Fluff and Quack's brother Waddle were both too afraid to go into the woods. They were scared that something terrible might happen. The animals could be hungry, and they were afraid of the big trees. But Quack felt what? He was bold, wasn't he? He went straight for the forest, even though he knew those things could be lurking. Let's write a sentence about how Quack was feeling or acting in the middle of the story. What should our transitional phrase be? How should we start our sentence? If you said in the middle, you're right. In the middle of the story, in the middle of the story, how should we finish that sentence? Okay, I'm going to say this. In the middle of the story, Quack was bold about going into the forest. If you want to write something different, you may. In the middle of the story, Quack was bold about going into the forest. You can copy the sentence I'm writing, or you can write your own. If you run out of room, you can always go to the next page also. All right, if you're not done writing, pause the video here and finish up. If you are done writing that sentence, let's move on to the last one. Now we're going to write a sentence about the end of the story. Looking here at the last page, we remember how Quack ended up being happy to go into the school and help his new teacher. What could we say in our last sentence about Quack? Okay, what phrase should we start with? First we have in the beginning, in the middle. Our last sentence, how should we start it? Good, in the end. In the end, Quack, I'm going to say in the end, Quack was happy to help. If you want to write something different, you may. All right, if you're not done writing, pause the video and finish your writing, then press play when your writing is finished. Okay, your writing should be done by now. Up at the top, I'd like you to illustrate your writing. Please choose a picture to draw at the top of your journal. Please include 5 or more colors. Please fill up the whole top area. And be sure your picture matches some of your words. Do a good job on this illustration. I know you have some extra time today. When you're done with your illustration, I'd like you to read Quack the Brave Duck one more time. Please read it out loud to someone if there is someone in your house you can read to. If there's no one to read to, please cuddle up somewhere cozy and do a good job reading your book one more time. I love you, T-Rexes. Have a great day.